are Sebastian Vettel and the Professor Alain Prost with 4 world championships. There's Lando Norris, his nearest rival, with the McLaren team. He desperately has to get ahead of Verstappen, outspeed points, and try to help boost his McLaren team in the Constructors' Championship, where they lead Ferrari by just 36.
Good clean start from both the front row. Gasly got away well and tries to go around the outside, but Russell's got this. He takes the whole shot neatly. Everyone learned from last year. They all missed the corner last year. Everyone makes it through this time and hit an apex. Very clean start as they head to the sphere for the first time, turning right. Great. Bruce, that is. Connor, if you were in second right now, where would you be looking? I mean, besides the obvious, which is 14,
Careful.
They're watching a lot of NASCAR here apparently recently. We've seen 2 cars sheer speed I love the fact that you're longing for
as long as it's not there because everything solid inside.
Verstappen, as expected, has caught up. Instead of skipping his step, at the top of the time sheets. Yes, he has. Tsunoda waiting to pass behind him. Now we've got some good clean racing already. Doesn't seem so.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Later on the brakes.
Now, can he dispense with the next man?
2.5 here, maybe? That'd be good.
2 DRS zones.
He got by Tsunoda. Tsunoda had the DRS
They
open.
both had DRS open, yeah.
It's not supposed to happen that way.
Wow.
He really
Very early stops, I would say.
Yeah, he really widened.
for him. Tell you what though, what a gap. Russell, 7.8 seconds up the road, and in comes Sainz.
Oscar Piastri has been called in as well. I would imagine they'll take his 5-second on the pit stop.
Yeah.
Very interesting to see how this plays out. Now they're going to need to make these tires last very, very long. Yes. Yeah, which I think would be
5 seconds.
Tsunoda.
Well, that's as good as you see, he's over his mark. It's not a...
boxes too, they'll know.
He's done it now. Some empathy because you're so low,
Yeah.
and you're gauging it.
You actually can't see anything.
Right,
when
so you're
sitting in
gauging
the
it
car.
from the side.
You can't see the yellow line. I always like to have a team member on the pit wall.
Standing there, yeah.
And now Verstappen is being called to the pits by Red Bull. I suspect these tires are not holding up as the teams had hoped.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about the grading of the mediums that weren't lasting for them in the long runs that they were doing. So this is now starting to play out.
When I say that Pirelli came into the weekend predicting a 2-stop race,
Yeah.
then when they actually started practice, they said, no, it didn't look that way.
Certainly not.
That's like
Good stop from the Red Bull team there. Yeah, very good.
That's the quickest of the year. 2.1 was the quickest before that with McLaren.
They were going to hold this traffic jam. That's going to kill Max on the outlap here. Yeah. But now you're deep in traffic. Right. With much slower cars than what you were.
And you're getting turbulent air making it harder on the fresh tires.
It's a disaster for the front.
15 seconds.
They're so close to each other like that. And I assume the Williams is probably going to be pretty forgiving considering they do not issue.
Was saying that, of course, he hadn't stopped.
7 seconds.
Out in the middle of just deep traffic.
In command of what he's doing out there. This he can actually accelerate, given that it's such a long circuit over 6 kilometers.
Great move from cars. Yeah. He needs to. Yeah, he has to let Max get too far ahead.
He's got the Ferrari.
Yeah, this is
What I'm used to.
We would have dropped another 5 places if we'd hung it out.
wild to answer that question, but he goes.
So much on that. They just couldn't wait any longer.
Yeah, such a good driver to me. He cannot see. All he can see is what's in front of us and maybe what's a little bit behind us. And you have to trust the team to make that decision for you. And when you come out of traffic, you're like, realistically, they're
That engine's gone.
That's it.
Yep.
When they get up against the limiter, which I believe is 15,000 it takes a win. 10,000 maybe. baby.
And we could hear it as it came by our commentary box. It is very really wanted him to have a great day.
Casual walk up to your car. An evening them again with so much fun. Pierre Gasly and is now done.
Yes, so the better decision than maybe throwing it in there. Careful.
With that, Hamilton's over the race so far.
These cars start the race with 220 as it burns up.
Perez, to be fair, has been struggling all weekend long.
Perez struggling already on that hard tire as well. Only 16 laps in. I think we're going to be on for a two-stop race.
Yeah, I got a feeling the same, yeah. Hamilton gets past Perez. So too does Norris.
Norris needs that.
Yeah, but they made Perez look as though he was standing still.
Yeah.
Been pretty harsh on Perez this weekend, but 40 points in 15 races.
Yes. You see your teammate doing quite well.
Get between Russell and Verstappen, 10 seconds.
Now to the medium. I feel like, gosh, they've said a mediums or softs a medium.
Going by his teammate.
Oh, that's Gasly.
Yeah. There's a few pieces of the car disagree.
Did you understand what he said there?
Plan C, yeah, so that means, obviously if they're already on Plan C, that means that this race is going exactly as they identified in the strategy meetings before the race, saying, hey look, if this happens, then this. If that doesn't work, then this. And then Plan D, honestly, but there's definitely always A through C.
Located. To the inside.
Just under 10 seconds, Verstappen's taken a tiny bit.
Honestly, this has been so far. I mean, yeah, guy started 10th and he's already right behind the Ferraris.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Certainly on the pace. He said, had it not been for that wiggle,
Russell isn't even.
Ferrari.
Curious to see what happens with that pit lane incident. We haven't really seen much from
That
the
was weird.
stewards yet on that. Noting.
I think it wouldn't take the stewards very long.
Yeah.
And at the moment, McLaren leading the way. Haas and RB. Just 5 points between them at the start of the race.
Schumacher certainly seems to be far more aggressive than any of the teams.
Yeah, Hamilton fast straight to the Mercedes now. What a turnaround for Mercedes. It's been an up and down.
Yeah, this is the Mercedes of old.
Yes.
It's down the fast and straight. On the straight.
Honestly, it's the most fun thing to complain about as a driver. Straight line.
And then
We just like to complain.
speed trap. Taylor's doing 217 miles.
Big Ten. Mercedes are in the ascendants for sure. Russell absolutely dominating. The gap still up to 10 seconds. It was 9.7. It's back up to 10 between Russell and Verstappen. Hamilton is the man we're watching. Take on the Ferraris.
In a straight line, he's going to have to be absolutely on the gearbox, the rear end coming off that corner, yet right before the long straight. You want to be locked up to the rear bumper of that car. No bumper, obviously, but you have to be able to be as close as possible.
Right now, the McLaren team. Piastri pick up 12 points. 27. So that's a margin in the constructors.
DRS does open down.
That's convenient.
On board with Perez in 14th behind Lawson.
This is actually the way Carlos Sainz did Singapore Grand Prix.
By Perez.
In that race, Sainz close enough to him that Leclerc would have DRS and would keep him ahead of, and I believe it was Lewis Hamilton.
That strategy was one of the most well thought I've ever seen from a driver.
Yeah. To do it this time.
May have been George Russell.
Pull into the pit lane.
Yeah, that was Alonso. Alonso's in.
Oh no.
So Albon out.
Running in the points as well.
Yeah,
Such a
yeah.
shame for that Williams team.
Yeah, 300 points. And in fact, decides to get rid of that and come in.
So what you see on the visor cam there is these giant massive lights are shining at the visor, and there's little bits of dust at each helmet.
Who was that?
Okay.
Wait, who was that?
Sainz wants a new set of tires.
Not a fake.
That gets him to the Verstappen being called to the pits from second.
Yeah, and 11 seconds adrift of Russell.
And Hamilton. 1 point if the driver finishes in the top 10.
And again, what Max is going to do is the undercut effect. You pit before the car in front of you that you're trying to race, put in a lot of extremely fast qualifying laps in clear track, and then boom, by the time you've been able to make up. It does look like he did pit. Lap, that definitely so much. Because as soon as you get in the dirty air, it's a killer.
Sainz has been told to swap positions with his teammate, and he's also
Oh,
going to lose the spot to Lewis.
Yeah, he is.
No, he manages to cross the bow.
Wow. Because they're not catching them.
Great racing, guys. This is what we want.
And aggressive racing
They're getting their bikes in
as Sainz heads for the pit lane.
And so does
I said this to be
Oh, he slowed down. interesting. That was
Oh,
a great
that's
one.
it. Look at how much time he lost. He lost almost 4 seconds to Charles Leclerc there.
Verstappen, 3.4 seconds. Not good. Hamilton, 2.6. More like it.
And now comes back. Right behind Verstappen.
Absolute killer for Carlos Sainz there. What a shame.
What did he, I mean, did he
Well,
not
they
change
came
his
back
mind?
for that.
Yeah. Must have been a late call. I'm sure they'll play it on the radio.
Well, they heard him already.
I assume we don't hear everything.
Yes, of course.
No,
Yeah,
you don't.
we don't.
Yeah.
And you don't hear it in real time. They
Yeah,
it's
that's
back
true.
later.
It's a big change around here.
I hope Sainz did not.
Well.
Which all of the drivers were.
So then, Russell
Checking out the sights.
Don't think he'll incur a penalty for that, will he?
Not if he didn't gain a competitive advantage.
Sergio Perez
Nice bikes.
on the Sauber.
On board with Lewis.
Yeah, look at that.
I feel like that's, you can't, I don't know.
I think he violated the pit entry line.
Looks like a heavy violation.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, he was headed straight for the
Yeah.
bar.
Ready? Wake up, guys, come on!
Ah, right, okay. They weren't ready. And that's why he took avoiding action.
Another strategic disaster from the Ferrari team. Such a shame. Huge time loss.
Haven't seen any more notes from race direction. Potential violation.
I'm waiting for them to get there together. Because he's lost more time the way it's happened.
You can make that argument. Scott Yuki Tsunoda and Nico Hülkenberg behind.
This isn't dull, folks.
That's a career, I think, right here.
Meanwhile, Russell now 10 seconds ahead of Charles Leclerc.
Yeah, Russell doing. It was either going to go one of two ways.
Yeah.
Russell do this, or some sort of chaos at the start, and he would be held up for a little while. So this is a lot of what we thought could happen.
Yeah. 16 laps he's done on that.
Compounds your luck because Russell can, take 5% off the intensity of his effort,
Absolutely.
saving his tires, pampering the car just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, his last lap was 4/10 quicker than Charles Leclerc's last lap, and I mean that's a huge gap
Yep.
of speed.
Tsunoda, so Perez just behind them in 9. And the points in 11.
Surons. That's a Segway.
20 laps to go in this race. Gosh.
Oh, really?
I don't want to jinx it by talking about the fact that it's been clean, but it
I think
has.
I